guys, I'm coming to you with another video today, and this one we are talking about beginner scrapbooking. I know for some of you that is past your knowledge level. Obviously for a lot of others, they're just getting into scrapbooking, especially with the pandemic right now. A lot of people are getting into a new hobby, so I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to explain some of the items and things you might need to get started. There's actually not a whole lot of things to get started in any kind of crafting with scrapbooking or card making and that kind of thing, but there are basics that you really do need. The very first thing I'm going to say is basic is a trimmer. And with this is mine. This is a little bit of an older one, but I love this one. It's a great trimmer by Fiskars. It has the blade. This is just your cutting blade, and to change the blades, you just pull this apart a little bit and pop it out. So there's your blade. You can get also an embossing blade, which is a black blade. You just have to be careful you buy the right blades. With this one, it is, and this is just the Fiskars line, it is the straight blade. There's also a triple track, and there's also a different one that has a rounded blade. So make sure you always buy the correct blade. And if you don't know, take the blade with you when you are looking for a new one to make sure you buy the right blade. With the trimmer, there is a ruler that pulls out. So with this, you can measure exactly the measurement you need to do your cutting. And a lot of people, I know when I've taught classes before, are kind of concerned because they can't really gauge where the 4 is on their the trimmer. On this one anyways, it's right here. So you can't really tell because it's not actually labeled there. And then it goes right into the 5 up here. So that is the first thing, is a good trimmer. And if you do a lot of trimming, you will need to replace your blade regularly. The second item is some kind of an adhesive. This is what I use. This is the Glue Glider Pro from Glue Arts. There are so many different ones you can use. Some people use mounting squares. Some people use just a glue runner. And there's multiple different kinds of glue runners you can use. Like, there's tons. Some other options are glue dots. Glue dots are awesome when you need to put something onto your page, whether it be embellishments or whatnot, and they're also see-through. So you can also take them off, I'll show you one, and mold them to fit your item. So some of these can be big. This is probably pretty hard to see because it is see-through. But see, it's like kind of rubbery. So if I had something small I wanted to attach, you can roll it and have it fit exactly the size you want. So looks like a big booger, but it works great for adhering different things to your items. Another thing that a lot of people use, and this is to get some 3D dimension, is foam squares. So foam squares are another option. You can get multiple different sizes. If you have larger ones, you need a smaller area, you can just cut them. So those are also an option, but adhesive is a definite thing. It's all a matter of personal preference, which one you want to go with. So that's your adhesive. And if you need help, you can always get help at your local scrapbook store. Another item that I would highly recommend is a good pair of scissors. These are also Fiskars, and they're fine tip point pen or scissors. And I really like these because I do a lot of fussy cutting. And when I say fussy cutting, I mean when you actually have to cut around and be very precise in your cutting. These are perfect. Very easy. There's not much to cutting and trimming, and because they're spring-loaded right there, they bounce back. It's very easy to cut things with this. So these are recommended. You can also get like other kinds of scissors and whatnot. These are also great. I believe these may be Fiskars as well. I'm not really sure, but it's really, again, personal preference. Another item you could get, but these aren't essential with beginning scrapbooking, is kind of for other options, brayers. Mine's a little bit on the dirty side, but you can get a smaller brayer. This is a Ranger brayer, or you can get a larger one. This is a speedball brayer. So really it just depends. These are handy. You can use these a lot with mixed media. There's many different uses for these, but this is also an item. But if you're actually scrapbooking pages, these are not a go-to that you need to have right away. You would be looking at the other items I showed you previous. Another item you might want to get, and this is an older one, there's newer models, but this is a CropaDile from We Are Memory Keepers. And this is awesome, especially if you need to make holes, if you're making mini albums or whatever. See, when you pop that like that, there's two different size holes. This is a 1/8 and this is a 3/16. These are also great for anybody who uses eyelets, so you can eyelet set with these as well. So a CropaDile is very handy to have, but again, not a necessity. Another item, just got to pull it up, that is very handy to have, but again, not totally essential, is a corner rounder. This one is a Creative Memories corner rounder, but there's many different ones you can get. With a corner rounder, again, that's basically what it does. It rounds your corners. So I will show you on this sticky note here. See, it's totally square. Pop that in there. Put that in there. It's all sticky like. And it rounds your corner. Easy as pie. And all you have to do is lift this up and all your little pieces come out. So it's very easy to clean and maintain. So those are really the essentials. One other essential I would possibly say that you might want to consider is a good pen. I have a whole bunch of different pens, and it really just depends. It's a personal preference thing. So you could have anything from a Zig pen, which is a Zig Writer, which has a fine tip on the end, or it has a bigger end. Yeah, there's many different ones. A Marvy Kaida pen, or even a Posca pen. You have jelly pens. Really, it's whatever is good for you. It's all a personal preference. So again, to recap, an adhesive of your choosing, a pen, fine tip scissors, and a trimmer. And this might be something else you might want. You could get a two-way glue, so you can do little teeny areas that your bigger adhesive can't get into. So these work great as well. So really, this is your essentials to get started. You know, you'll actually need paper, but that's kind of a given. So any kind of paper, whatnot. But as far as tools go, these are your basics, and this is what I would go with. I hope this is helpful, and if you ever need any help, don't forget, you can always drop me a line and I can help you out, or you could go to your local scrapbook store and ask them. They're always a wealth of information. And don't forget to like this feed and subscribe to it, and I hope you have a great day and happy crafting.